Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Rana George Lenormand for extra cards. Today, before I go into the next card, today I want to talk about how to use the 4 extra card in a Grand Tableau. I have been using a few techniques and I would like to show you. I've been getting a lot of messages about that stuff, so that's why I wanted to show you the techniques before I go into the cards. So yeah, let's see the techniques. The first thing that you need to decide, and it's very important, is you need to pick your characters. And you need to decide how many characters is going to be in the Grand Tableau. Are you going to keep all the characters? Are you going to use all men and women, both men and women, or you're going to take them out? So you need to decide on those. Yeah. So let's say you want to use all 4 characters, all 4 cards. And if this is what you want to do, you need to make sure that every card is imprinted with the character before you shuffle. So it's very, very, very important that every card, has the character that is going to be representing in the Grand Tableau. So let's say, for example, let's say John will be wearing the suit, Sam will be wearing the traditional, Lisa would be wearing the vintage Dior, and Jane would be wearing the traditional. So make sure you do that. So in this first technique, I'm going to use all 4 and with all 4 characters. So this first technique is the crowning technique, which I have in my book, a version of it. So what we do is we do the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So we just go down normally using all the cards. With the 4 cards on the bottom, and then we have these extra cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that are extra. And here you have a choice. If you have your client sitting next to you, you can ask your client, do this, where would you like the cards, those 6 extra cards to be put on. So you can just randomly, whatever you feel like it, or it's up to you if you're just sitting by yourself, if you want something more explanation on a card, if you're doing the Grand Tableau by yourself. So you will crown it like this, and it will be like, if you want more, so you'll just add those extra cards. And this is the first technique, crowning technique. And you will read it like first here, the house. So this is the house. You count 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is the house of the birds. So we have the clouds are in the birds, and on top of them here is the cross. And this is right away. Yikes. We have some major miscommunication, some talking. This is talking, argument, people getting hurt, people getting upset, people not understanding the other, taking things the wrong way. So this is already it is explaining a lot of stuff right here. And the rest you read the same way, so everything. So this is the first technique and the crowning technique. Let's go to technique 2. For the second technique, I want to use only let's say just one of the character cards, and I decided I want the traditional one. So we start the Grand Tableau. Oh, and with the 4 extra cards, what we do with the 4 extra cards with the second technique, so we use it as another house. So I got the first one here. The first card is the Spirit. I'll just go ahead and put another card on top of it. But since I already said I want to use only the traditional, so I'm going to take this away. And So that's the second card. So you see, this is already going to be like a second house kind of thing. So we keep going. Normally, this is the second card. Here is the bed card. So I just go and do it on top. And this is the man. This is the market right here. So I'll just do that one on top. And here we go. And here's the woman. And since this came the last card, so I'm going to put that on top here. The last card was one of those 4 extra cards. You can either put it on top or you can stick it underneath, and that way it's another house. And you will read the Grand Tableau as is, the usual way. And the where we have the extra cards right here. So what we do is we can use them as another house. Like for example here, the house of the clearing and the house of the grief and pain. And this is here the woman, so you can use it as either the 2 houses, and the woman is, you know, is having a lot of, this is also actually the house of, like, you know, some energy, and it depends of what is around it. You can tell if it's good energy or bad energy or what's going on. And since the snake is here and sits already in the house of the cross, so you already think that there's like a lot of negative energy around this woman, but you can't tell. You have to read the Grand Tableau to see if she's creating that negative energy or it's already happening to her. Again, so you can either read it double houses, or you can read it as like before, the 3 cards, like the 2 cards in the cross house. So the third technique, what I am doing is actually I'm leaving 2 cards in the Grand Tableau and 2 cards. The spirit card, I will actually do like the previous technique, is I will put another card on top of it. I will leave the bed card in the Grand Tableau, and I keep going, and I will leave the market card in the Grand Tableau, and this incense card, I will put another card on top of it. And I will go as usual in the Grand Tableau, and at the end, instead of 4, we will have the 6 right here. And this is actually, I'm using this a lot, and I'm really liking this, and I'm getting a lot out. I think it's actually my favorite. I've been really enjoying it, and I've been getting really a lot of good results doing this one by just having the spirit and the incense burner and putting cards on top of it and having 6 underneath, and it's, you know, being very good. And the extra 2 houses are, you know, I'm using them like the extra 2 houses. 2 houses is house 37 and house 38, and this is the house of the spirit. And for me, the spirit is something like it's destiny, the house of destiny, things that are going to happen. It's happening no matter what kind of thing. If you know the tarot, it's like the major arcana, things that are in ether, things that are set in motion by spirit. It's happening. There's a higher self, there's a higher thing happening right here, and it is set in motion. And for here, if we look, okay, so there is a separation happening. It's happening no matter what. This is happening, and the reason why I'm saying separation is because of this and this together, the scythe and the crossroad. And this is right here, the book in the house of the incense. So since this is the last house and the house of clearing and the house of energy, and we have here the book, and the book is about secrets. So basically what's going on right here, so whatever separation is happening, whatever secret is going to go with whoever that is. So you're never going to know. It's just going to go away. That secret's going to go away with this issue that's going on. But I will definitely talk more about these houses in future videos, so wait for those. And let's move to the fourth technique and the last one. With the last technique, basically, I'm just going to use all the cards, and it is going to just look like this. And the houses, everything will shift. So this would be the house of the key, so 33, 34, 35, 36, and this is the house of the cross, 37, 38, 39, and 40, and the house of the bed and the house of the market, which is the house of the bed is the house of the comfort, and the house of the market is the house of the job. And that's it. Those are my 4 techniques. I use this and the one previous a lot. The one previously I use it a lot, and I use that one too. So the last 2 I actually like a lot. These are the 4 techniques I use. Depends. Usually I like the last 2 more. I've been using the last 2 more. But I did use the first 2, so I play around. It depends on my mood. It depends what I'm feeling. It depends on the reading, that moment of the reading. So I just, whatever comes to my head, I do. I don't have a set thing or rules or this is it or anything. Please let me know what works for you, what resonates with you, which technique you like, and hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for all your support. I love you so much. Love you all.